Welcome in, Cowboys Nation, the Cowboy Game Day Live halftime show where the Cowboys are tied up 3-3 with the Washington Commanders. This is a halftime show brought to you by Dave's Hot Chicken. Well, one into this halftime and ready to talk about a whole lot on this side. On this side of my notes, y'all, is just a lot of bad.
Yeah.
I had one thing on the good. And then the Cowboys, and I feel like we got to start here, Jesse. Yeah. Jesse, Holley, Skywalker still. The Cowboys come out and they get a bomb to end the half to set up a field goal and tie this thing 3-3. All really because it started off with what has been happening good for the Cowboys all half is that defense led by Mike Zimmer shutting down. I mean, just completely shutting down this Washington football team through the air for the most part, giving them nothing. And this pass rush getting after Jaden Daniels and giving the Cowboys offense opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And then finally, you get something, you get 3 points. So, big hat tip to me for Mike Zimmer in this first half where, he's been trying for the last month or so, giving this Cowboys offense a chance to get something going.
No, if you would have told me 3-3 at halftime would have been your score for this football game today, I would have called you a liar. This is a win for the Cowboys.
100%.
However you want to break this down, no Zach Martin, no Tyler Smith, no Brandon Cooks, no Jake Ferguson, no Trayvon Diggs. This is a win.
Yeah.
You go into the locker room and you feel damn good about yourself right now as a team. Now, offensively, that last 2-minute drive for them to get some points on the board, definitely you can use that as momentum to hopefully catapult you into the second half, because this season the Cowboys have been really, really bad in the third quarter. But defensively, they have been stout. They have been. Jaden Daniels has 57 yards passing, 9 of 16. He's already thrown an interception. He's been technically considered sacked 3 times already in this first half. They don't have a running game. Jaden Daniels is your leading rusher with 25 yards. So the defense has been doing pretty well, man, holding the fort down for this thing offensively. Yeah. And they got that last drive. And we jokingly, because Greg Olsen kept saying, you don't want to give the ball back to the Cowboys. You don't want to give the ball. What does it matter? And then, lo and behold, they get the bomb to Jalen Brooks, and they find themselves in a position to put points on the board before the half. So kudos to the Cowboys. This team is still fighting. They're still fighting, and I'm even more impressed because the Washington Commanders are coming off a mini bye. They had 10 days to prepare for this football game.
They need this win.
And they need this win, and they don't look good at all. We talked about this maybe being an audition.
Not a good audition.
For Cliff Kingsbury for the Dallas Cowboys as his potential maybe next head coach. Yeah. This ain't a good look, buddy. This ain't a good look at all. You thought that this thing would look completely different, and trust and believe you me, the Cowboys have given the Washington Commanders chance after chance after chance. Like you said, a blocked field goal, a missed field goal, a blocked punt. A fumble.
The first 6. This is the first 6 possessions for the Cowboys offense. Blocked field goal, missed field goal, fumble, bad snap that got you to 3rd and 22, block punt, 3 and out, and you gain 2 yards. Like I said, we were ready to come in this halftime and be like, what is this?
Like this, if you just read those to me and said, guess the score, I would have guessed the score been 21-0 or 21-3. 3-3.
With a chance to win.
3-3. Now, the Cowboys have to come out because the defense they've been holding, right? They've been holding the levee, but a lot of times in the second half during this season, eventually the levee gets a crack in it and it breaks. And that third quarter has been the levee breaking moment. And maybe this is different today. Football is a strange lady, but if they can come out and they can hold Washington, because Washington gets the ball at the half, anything can happen.
I want to get back on that defensive side of the ball. It's rough to talk much about the offense because it's just, up until that bomb, not much has been going right. But defensively, man, there's a lot of players that's standing out. Josh Butler had a nice breakup towards the end of that half, or the second, I think it was the second to last possession for them on a deep ball. That was textbook is what we called it. He's being thrust out there. He's the team leading tackler right now. Excuse me. With 6 tackles and has 2 pass breakups.
Talk about an audition.
That's an audition right there for him. Eric Kendrick's been everywhere. DeMarvion Overshown and Micah Parsons have been flushing out Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is obviously going to elude a lot of sacks. And look, Micah and Overshown are fantastic athletes, and I think Jaden Daniels found that out.
Yeah.
Where Micah beats Cosby right up the middle, and he thinks normally any other player, I'll just dip that out and run. And Micah says, wait, sir, I have a motor too. Hawks him down, and fortunately for Jaden, didn't hurt him because he kind of pulled him down there. And Overshown flushed him out, and I got Daniels off the spot, tries to get it to Robinson, and guess who's there? Chauncey Golston. Yeah. Shouts out to Golston, who had one out for dehydration. He gets the interception, his first of his career. Big fella tries to rumble and stumble down.
Big man balling.
And you're thinking, okay, here we go. We set up at the 35, 40-yard line. Punt. 2 yards, punt. And it's just defense is giving them every single opportunity in this half. Hell, even Donovan Wilson is making some big hits. Jordan Lewis is playing above. He always plays above his size. The defense, man, I feel like everybody that's out there, Osa Digizua is getting pressures. It's hard to look at anybody on the defense right now and say they're not having a good game on that side of the ball.
We kind of scoffed at Mike earlier this week talking about, hey, we got a pretty good team. I think he might have been a pretty defense. I think he misquoted his own self and should have just said, hey, we got a pretty good defense, man. We're out here fighting. The offense just can't give you anything. And that led us to our conversation. Not that I'm trying to put my narrative, but that led to the conversation of, I know I was saying it for my own narrative reasons, but do you go to Trey Lance in the second half as a spark?
To get a spark? Well, I think all that got thrown out the window when that bomb just happened, don't you think?
I mean, maybe, but that was Hail Mary-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, I don't even know if that was a double move or he ran.
He just said,
I don't know what that was, but it worked. For whatever reason, it worked. They threw it, it caught it, it worked. But outside of that, you haven't gotten much. You dinked and dunked your way down the field a couple times, and maybe there's maybe a half where you say, you know what, let's see if the defense comes out, gives you good field position, if they can stop the Commanders. I don't know, but you're still looking for a spark offensively.
I'm not mad at you with that because you go look at these last five. I mean, we go all the way back to the Niners game. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 5 games, the defense has fought to keep you in the game at halftime. It's been either a 6-point game, 7-point game, 10-point. It's been a game.
Right.
14-6, 7-6, or 3-3, or 10-14. You know what I mean? It's been a close battle for 5 consecutive games defensively. And that's why I have to tip my hat to Mike Zimmer. Now, does that mean I'm going to bring back? Look, I'm ready to clean the whole damn thing when it comes to that staff. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, Mike has not at least tried his damnedest. And remember a few weeks ago, they asked him up on that podium, and he kind of alluded to, I'm doing what I can do.
Right.
I think he said something along the lines, my job is to give the offense every opportunity to try to do something. Without throwing my coach under the bus, I'm giving the offense every opportunity. And what happens? The second half happens, and the levees start to leak a little bit, then that thing just... Yeah. And you have to say to yourself, well, damn, I mean, with the defense, they did what they could do given with who they have out there. So, this has been a very encouraging first half of that defense.
Yeah, because this defense isn't a shutout defense. So you have to expect at some point in time.
It's going to break.
It's going to, they're going to give up plays. You know what I mean? And then, because even, if they gave up 14 points in this half, you would say overall, okay, if a defense gave up 14 points, okay.
Not terrible.
Not terrible.
On 6 possessions,
But hey, offensively, what did you give us? You know what I mean? So that's the thing for this team, that this defense it's played a really good first half, man. It's kept these team out of the end zone for 3-3 at halftime. That is something I definitely did not expect coming into this game, with the way that this offense can be able to go out there with the lack of players the Cowboys have on their roster for this particular game. A 3-3 halftime score was definitely not on the bingo card for me.
3-3 halftime score with Cooper Rush statistically outperforming Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
I mean, this has just been an impressive half for those boys. You would hope that they will come out and offensively match that energy, which kind of goes back to it. I didn't dig in on it with you here. Do you? I know you're considering it. Do you even think they're considering given what happened on that last possession of changing out to Trey Lance to try to get some sort? Or how about this? Can we meet in the middle? Can we meet in the middle, right? Like, all right, cool. You're not going to probably bench Cooper Rush, but can we see some of the packages for a Trey Lance, especially when you get to the red area? Because for the fifth consecutive game, you can't get anything going down there. You glitch and you start doing weird stuff. 2nd and 1, we're going to try to do a pop pass and it goes for -5. 3rd and 1, instead of just running downhill, what's working, you try to get outside. You get in the red area and incomplete kick block doesn't work. You know, so like maybe you just bring in Trey to try to get something with his legs or fake it and you get I'm trying something.
No, I'm willing to meet you there.
I don't think they've scored a touchdown in the red zone, Jesse, since the meaningless really touchdown against the Falcons at the end of the game. And did they score a red zone touchdown against them? They probably did. Yeah, I'm sure they did in that fourth quarter barrage. They did score one. So it's really been since the 49ers game since they've scored a really meaningful red zone touchdown. Man, that's rough.
That's rough.
And I don't care about a bomb. I would meet in the middle and at least try to get Trey Lance in that red zone to use his legs. Maybe he fakes a run and throws a pop pass or whatever, because this is getting all-time bad down there.
No, I'm with you, and I'll meet you halfway there. I agree. Like, again, what do you got to lose? Like, what do you have to lose at this point in time? At least when you get down there now, put him in there, give him an opportunity to go out there and make plays for you with his running ability and make the defense have to play 11-on-11 football, right? Like, because this is something that they get down in that red zone, and I feel like Michael from Pittsburgh literally forgets how to coach football. Like, he forgets how to call plays, how to run things to get guys open. They've been doing everything really off the quick passing game, but when you get down in the red zone, man, especially when you've been given the opportunity that you've been given by this defense today, you gotta come away with points. And now is the time. Now is the time where you had to throw all caution to the wind and get whatever creative bad that you have and give it a shot.
What do they call it? Throw the kitchen sink?
Yeah. You have nothing to lose.
I don't know if I want to say this because last time I did this, the second half happened, but Cooper Rush hasn't been sacked, and he really hasn't been pressured all crazy like that. Last week that happened, they gave up 5 sacks.
Yeah.
So another kind of hat tip to the front. They haven't really, running, whatever, but pass blocking, I don't think I really see them get crazy. You know?
And I also think that the job that, if I have to give Michael from Pittsburgh a little bit of credit, is
quick game.
The quick game. The ball's fair. Coming out. The ball is coming out, quickly.
That's fair.
They're semi-rolling him. The ball's coming out quickly. So he isn't setting up Cooper Rush with this offensive line to really take chances of being sacked.
That's fair.
I mean, that's what you have to do. You kind of have to meet that where it's at. You don't have the offensive line to hold up, so get the ball out as quick as you possibly can.
Last thing up front, I want to get my eyes back on. Tyler Guyton seemed to be in and out. I'm not sure if he's dealing with something. I'm not sure if they're trying to see what's going on, but he played the first 2 possessions and he brought in Austin Richards, but I forgot to take a look at it again. Not sure what they've been doing, so that's something else to keep our eye on. But kickoff is about to begin. This has been the halftime show brought to you by Dave's Hot Chicken, America's favorite chicken for America's team. Make sure you check them out in Plano, the Plano, Frisco area, McKinney, and wherever Dave's Hot Chicken may be in your area. Kickoff is up here. You can find us back here at the halftime show live at Kanvas Sports and Social.